Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy One Pixel Remastered. We've done the hard part. Made it through the ice cave. That was probably the biggest problem that we're going to have today, or in this entire playthrough, to be completely honest. Now we get to go do some fun stuff. Like going and finding Carrie and then putting a boot in her ass. But I want something first. If we have the money. Because I think we should have. We've got like 202,000 gold. So I think right here, there's some magic that we could be picking up that, quite frankly, we don't need right now, so we can pick it up later. But there we go. Whoop, get in there. Okay, so ruby armlets, really useful for two of our guys. More importantly, protect rings. A ring that guards against instant death, which was our biggest problem in the ice cavern, because some things can just touch you and you die. And there are more bad guys with those. And we don't like that. So everybody gets a protect ring. And it's better than the mithril gauntlets, which is nice. And you get one too. So his defense went up massively. All around a good time for everybody. So 50, 34, 45, and 35. It's a beautiful day. Now, the cat claw is for the Black Wizard. Other people can use it, which is an odd change because in the past it was only usable by the Black Wizard. I don't know why they decided that that needed to be a more universal thing. It's not really worth it. So the way it works is that there's an ultimate weapon for every class. The Knight gets Excalibur. The Ninja gets the Katana, which has been renamed to Sasuke's Blade. I don't know why they decided to change the name. Katana was perfectly fine, and they could have just stuck with that. But they didn't, so Sasuke's Blade. The Red Wizard has the Sun Sword. The Black Wizard has the Cat Claws. The White Mage doesn't really have anything specific to them. And the Black Belt, Monk, Master, whatever you want to call them, they hit stuff. They don't care. And that's completely fine. Let me see which way is the best way to go in here to get all the treasures. Actually, I think we'll go down this way. So, having the cat claw available to other classes, there is one weapon that is universal for everybody, and it is the best weapon in the game. It's the Mazamune, I think it's pronounced. You usually give that to your White Wizard, because that gives them a big old extra punch, and it's not that much better than everything else. I do think the Excalibur is probably the best because it has a 50% damage buff against everything. So it's going to just mechanically be better. But, yeah. Apparently everybody can use the Cat Claw now. I'm pretty sure probably like the White Mage can't or something like that, but still. Not a great level up for anybody. Yeah, we are very tanky now, which is very, very nice. Just agility. Okay. A mithril helm, that would have been useful about, I don't know, an hour ago. Oh, of course he got poisoned. And that poison actually does a significant chunk out of him, and I didn't buy more potions. Well, this is going to be inconvenient. Okay, well, sucks going on the healing staff grind from here on out. And we'll just blink. We'll just slowly fill everybody up that way. That's fine. We don't need the potions. It's only heal 1, which means it doesn't do a lot. But it's free and it's consistent. And he's not really taking a lot of physical damage. I mean, 33 a hit from a fire elemental is... That's fair. I'm fine with that. You know, allowing for turn order and things like that, we should be just fine. Oh, 1 giant. And that's a free heal. Okay. That works out just fine. I don't think there's anything valuable in here particularly, but... And we're almost... Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're getting close to full, which is awesome. And then he can go back to whacking things. A great sword. Can he use a great... I don't think so. Oh, he can. I don't know why... Oh, it's effective against giants. I don't remember that. Because that wasn't a thing before that I'm aware of. Same accuracy, a little bit less damage. I don't know. If we need to bonk, and we specifically need to bonk a giant, I could see the appeal. I'm not really going to sweat it very much. But I get it. Because what is he using right now? He is using the flame sword. You've got a mithril sword. Okay, 2 points less damage, but 2 points more accuracy. Alright, so by 12, that put him at 6, 7 attacks. I don't know how many attacks he's doing there. Yeah, I'd give him an extra attack, so I think that actually would be worth it. Oh, yeah, I should probably take him off that. Don't need it anymore. Oh, he's still doing 6 attacks. Okay, never mind. I'm going to put him back on the other sword. Attack at 32. Accuracy at 38. Oh, that doesn't... Oh, that's because I'm looking at the wrong character. Yeah, 73. So it's by 5, so you're looking at... Ah, God, I'm horrible at math. 73 divided by 5 is... 11? Almost. Yeah, I don't know. There's something weird going on there. I'm sucking at math. We're just going to leave it at that. But no, we'll stick with the mithril sword. Because I don't think the extra 2 points of accuracy is giving us another attack, so therefore it's not worth sweating. Actually, you know what? We're walking through a lot of lava. We'll keep the heal staff on. It's totally fine. Also, when that happens, it'd be nice to be able to heal that off. Okay, I didn't catch how many attacks he just did. Oh my God, will you stop spamming fireballs at me? And a single fire spell? Okay, whatever. Okay, big chest room right there. And I think that's a red dragon? Yeah, 6 hits. So, yeah, it's not a big deal. So Ogre Mages are back to just doing Blink. Whatever. Oh, fire elementals, these guys aren't even worth worrying about. And everybody's full on damage. Health again. Nice! Items like that are a real game changer. Being able to always throw out area effect spells is nice. Being able to always heal up is nice. A lava worm. Goodbye, lava worm. We hardly knew you. Okay, good stats. Okay, stats. Good stats. Okay. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? Oh, he actually got some HP and decent stats. Okay. Can't complain about that. I can't complain about the money, though, because that wasn't really worth it. Yeah. All that for an antidote. I'm slightly insulted. Mithril Axe, Mithril Shield, Phoenix Down. The Phoenix Down might actually be useful. It's going to be really hard to kill us with anything, but... Can you use Mithril Shield now? Nope, still stuck with the Buckler. Okay. I think he could use a Flame Shield or an Ice Shield. I don't remember. I am so glad that all that missed. That would have really, really sucked if like half the team got turned to stone. That's it. Keep missing those gazes. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to do even 1 point of damage to me. I'm going to heal it off. Not allowed. Money and monsters. Probably more money. Yeah, more money. Okay, cool. So that is all the chests in here, and we've got an easy way out. At some point, we are going to need the money, because there's a few things we need to buy. We need to get some more spells and things like that. I also need to adjust Suck's spells, because he's not really meant as a healer or a damage dealer. He's really best off as a support caster, which... I mean, we're also going to be having our ninja do the same thing, so... I don't think we need to worry about healing on this fight. 1 point of damage. Ooh. Ah, that was tragic. Okay. Yeah, just lava. So, I mentioned before that the way it works is the number of steps you take in the location you're in that dictates when and how you get a random encounter. You do not do that when you're walking over lava, but I don't think it resets your step meter. I think it just pauses it. But nothing in here is really a big threat. I mean, we're going to massacre Carrie. That's just not even funny. Alright, let's see. And this is just all lava. Probably put Suck back on the heal staff after this. I could have sworn there was a chest down here somewhere. Oh, I am forgetting things. Yeah, probably best to put Suck back on healing. There you go, bud. We're down about 100 HP. Really curious what the Ogre Mage has left in their repertoire after putting Blink on. He should have some area of effect spells. He doesn't usually get to live long enough to try, so... Oh, he's got Dark. Okay. I mean, that didn't make a whit of difference, but actually it did. He only hit for 40. Okay. And there's an area effect spell. That's pretty nice. Didn't hurt the ninja, though. The ninja's like, yeah, screw you and your darkness. Okay, chest. Let's just go in this room first. Fire giants. They pack a bit of wallop. Still can't believe Jet only did 40 damage. Alright, so real quick. Okay, chests. Oh, there's lots of chests in here. Nice. Fire. Oh, it's a fire lizard. That kind of doesn't even really count. A gold needle. That might be important. Don't know. And yes, we're going to do all the chests in the volcano. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do all the chests in the ice cave. Now that we're protected from insta-death, I don't have anything to worry about. There's too many of us for them to, parastun us to death, which is nice. And everything else we can just heal off. So it's no biggie. I want to say there's a flame sword in here, I think, or flame armor, and there should be an ice sword as well. That wasn't exactly stunning. Antidote, money, ice brand. There we go. Okay, so you have an ice brand. I think you can use it, and you can use it. 35 to 38, 32 to 38. Yeah, you're getting that. And we'll probably be using those for most of the game. Flame shield. Okay, so the flame shield guards against ice, but it doesn't make you weak to fire, which is kind of cool. That boosts him up. Can you use it? You still can't use that. Okay. I wonder if the buckler is like their cap until we get like a protection cape, which isn't going to be for a long time. Really glad I got stuck on permanent heal duty, because that hurt a lot. Okay, where do we want to go? Down and up to the right. Okay, no problem there. Minotaur's not a threat. Oh, he's getting 7 hits now, so he's almost capped out, which is neat. What are you? F. Don't even know why I bothered. I think Suck's averaging a few more points of healing with that staff. Not positive, but I think an extra point of intelligence might have helped him out a bit there. Honestly, at this point, we're level 29. I could turn off encounters for a while and we would be fine. Okay, have I got everything on this floor? Yeah, it looks like. One more room and then the stairs. These guys aren't a problem. I don't think they have any area effect spells. And even if they did, they didn't get a chance to use them. This might take a hot second. Well, kind of not, really. Honestly, just having the time to get some extra healing in was probably worth it. Fire Lizard, which didn't get a chance to blaze us. Staff. Just a normal, regular staff. It's like, really? Whatever. It's worth like 5 gold. Yep, just a normal wooden staff with attack 6. It's like, why even bother? There's no... It's useless. Why have it in here? Okay, I do not remember which of these chests has anything but this one, which is directly to our left. Oh, got him to sleep. Okay. Interesting that they didn't immediately open with a blink, because so it used to be, like I said before when we were dealing with Astos, they always followed their spell list very precisely. They've got a little bit more wiggle room now, which is nice. It makes the fights a little more interesting, even though it's just us beating them to death. Is he actually in our way? Yeah, he is. That's a red dragon. Well, it should be a red dragon. I remember it being a red dragon, but it may not be a red dragon. Also, that might have been a low roll, but he seems to be doing a little bit less than he was before. No, it's a fire lizard. That's weird. I could have sworn there was a red dragon fight before you got the flame armor. Oh, there he is. And we got it. Alright. Sorry, bud. You're just a footnote. That could have been a great fight, but it ain't. Flame mail. So, flame mail. Mail infuses the power of fire that guards against ice. Obviously not a big worry for us. Really good for the knight. And I think... I'm actually kind of sad I bought that extra ruby armlet. Because that's a straight upgrade. You can't use it. That takes him up to 59, and it takes him up to 60. So it's 10 more. You know, you're still rocking the iron armor. We're going to go with that for now. I'd swear there was some ice armor somewhere. I probably missed it in the ice cave. Okay, we need to go back in that room so I can look in the other rooms. Oh, that's a big level up for us at 30. That's health. That's all the stats but agility. Good health roll, but no stats for Jet. Because, fuck Jet, I suppose. That's kind of crappy for Suck, but that makes... I named him Suck for a reason, but his intelligence did go up, so that ain't nothing. Okay, let's see. Nothing, nothing. There's a chest up there in the corner. Chest on that side. Chest. And there's carry down there. Okay. Now we'll get some health back right now. Right along the averages for the health restore. That's fine. A little bit of health, strength, intellect, and luck. So, not a great level up for their ninja there. You know, these things do have attacks other than physical hits. They can cast spells. I'm pretty sure they have fire attacks. I don't know why we've never seen one use one. All that for a potion. Eh. Hardly worth our time. And another potion, because why not? The only reason I'm doing this is to get the achievement for all the chests. That's it. Otherwise, it's really not worth it. There's like 1 or 2 items in each dungeon that's worth grabbing. The rest of it's just trash. Or money, which arguably is not bad, but like I've said before, you get to a certain point, you don't need the money anymore. It's just burning a hole in your pocket. Which, yeah, okay, so that was a bit of a pun because we're in a volcano, but still. Let's see how Jet does with this if he goes. Ah, never mind, he's going to go to sleep. And more ogre mages. Stop putting people to sleep. God bless it. All it really does is just waste your turn because you immediately wake up the next round. Not nearly as useful as it used to be. Okay, so we're probably going to get into the carry fight with near full health. Well, probably not because I'm going to be running over the lava tiles for a bit. We'll get into a fight. Just make sure we heal up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're full. Neat. Okay, so you're the ones who defeat the Fiend of Earth and rouse Marilith from her slumber. Oh yeah, she's Marilith now. She used to be called Carrie. Come on, hurry up. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who oppose me shall burn in hellfire. No, we're not. Alright, so we are going to put haste on Lamora, because he's probably going to hit the hardest because he has most hits. I don't think darkness is going to matter much. And she's very tough, but 14 hits, it's 179. That ain't great. Put a haste on Jet so he gets more punches in. If we even need to. I don't think she has more 600 HP. She does hit relatively hard though. And we'll put a haste on Arthur just for the sheer hell of it. I think she's dead. No, she's not. Okay. 15 hits at 55 damage each. My good lord. Alright, let's do a temper on Jet. See if maybe that helps a little bit. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, she's dead. I'm going to double check how many HP she has. The old game, I think she had like 500, 400. No, I think the Lich had 500. He's got 6 now. She might be up to 8. But there we go. Crystal restored. Nice and easy. Okay, bestiary. Let's take a look at Carrie real quick, because I didn't do it before the fight. Not that it really mattered, but still. Okay, so the Lich had 1,200. Okay, I'm thinking of the old numbers, so he had a lot more than I thought. He had a dry ether. What the hell's a dry ether? Weakness to fire and harm. Resistant to everything. Most of which we couldn't throw at him anyway, because like, we can't do stone. There aren't any spells that do earth damage or spirit damage that I'm aware of. We don't have anything that does time damage. I don't know why he has all these resistances. It's like, you're resistant to stuff I can't throw at you. Ever. Awesome. Good for you. Alright. Now, Carrie, Marilith, I don't know what to call it, 1440. So not that much more than what we were doing with the Lich. Type magic. And Mage, not weak to ice, which is weird. Resistant to stone, fire, lightning, earth, poison, time, and insta-death. And again, we can kind of pull an insta-death with the right mage or the right item from later in the game if you wanted to, skip carry for most of that. But like, we don't stone, earth out of the question, times out. We don't have anything that does that. So I don't, like I said, I don't know why they're immune to some of the things that they're immune to. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, do I want to take the time to clear this out real quick? Let's see what we're looking at here. Let's see. We're missing 9 treasures. I kind of don't want to do it right now, to be completely honest. Done. That's got some, but it's not till the end game. We're missing some in the Earth Cavern, really. I think there's 6 things. 5 things. I can do math, I swear. Alright, well apparently we're going to have to go back to the Earth Cavern at some point and do that. Now, we can save that until we're ready to do the end run on Chaos. It's not a big deal. I have no idea how much gold we have. It used to be when you went to the inn, it told you how much money you had before you agreed to pay for the inn. Okay, so Arthur has 2 level 1, 2, and 3 spells. Lamora has 2 spells all the way up to level 4, which is going to be super handy. And we're going to fill those up with things. Okay, real quick. Things that we don't need. We don't need mithril swords anymore. I'm kind of inclined to keep the unique swords just because I'm a bit of a hoarder. It's a personal failing. Mithril axe can go away. Great axe can go away. The staves can go away. Like, why do we have clothes? Why, game, why? Tell me why. Okay, everything else is being either used or worn. Okay, cool. So, 193,000. No, we're just going to max out the high potions, call it a day. Barely touches the numbers at all. And we'll grab a couple of Phoenix Downs, I guess. I think we're good on antidotes, but we'll get some more of those. And I don't give a crap about the rest of the stuff. Oh, and they need magic. So start with white magic. Let's see what our knight can cast. He's basically a paladin. Okay, so he can get cure, can't get harm, he can get protection, he can get... Really? He can get blink? Alright, well, let's get all 3 of them then. Protection's not bad. And blink is really useful in a solo run. Because you get enough blinks up, you just can't be hit by anything but magic. Or barring a crit. Which you can't really predict those. Okay, focus sucks. We're going to start with sleep, fire, and thunder. Yeah, so with focus, you lower their evasion, which means that they're easier to hit. You're supposed to be able to get more hits and have the better potential of getting a critical hit. I don't think it ever worked the way it was intended to, and quite frankly, it does work now, but I don't think it's worth it. Even like lower levels, I don't think it was ever worth it. Okay, what do we got? We've got Null Shock, Invisibility, Silence, and Cure Darkness. Yay! Null Shock might be useful. I'm really doing this just to fill up their roster. Because I like having all the things. That's why we keep all the unique stuff. Okay. Most enemies are immune to it, so we'll go Blizzard, we'll go... Actually, we'll put Temper there. There we go. Put Blizzard in the second slot, and... He's a ninja, we'll give him Dark just to fill it out. Temper, Blizzard, and Silence for him, that's fine. Kind of weird that you get Null Shock first. Come on. You piece of crap. Hurry up, get out of my way, thank you. You don't find a lot of enemies that throw fire at you at first. It's usually stuff that throws lightning at you. It's usually stuff that throws fire at you. Like, Astos has all three of the elemental group spells, but he usually leads with fire. You're going to find more fire spells in the Earth Cave than you are lightning spells. Of course, you know, the volcano. Okay. Lowers the vision of all enemies. That might be considered time magic. I don't know. But we'll do Hold, Fyra, and Thundara. Which is totally fine. Now, they're not going to get more than 4 spells of each level. The Knight caps out at 3. The Ninja caps out at 4. So there's No Blaze. Which I don't think he has. Yeah. You know, we're going to give you Cura, and we're going to give you Cura. Can't do that. Can't do Harm. So you only get 2 spells out of level 3s for the Knight, but that's fine. We have unlimited heal with the heal staff. And honestly, the elemental magics are very quickly going to be I don't need to worry about guarding against this. Yeah, I guess we'll give you No Frost. Fear. Antidotes. There's no reason to buy this spell. I've said it before. And Cure Silence. Okay. There's not really a lot of call for that. But now we're going to get into the fun stuff, because Lamora, our ninja, can learn haste. And so now we have 2 people capable of casting it, which means it's going to come up a lot faster. Let's see. It's a better sleep. Don't care about that. I wonder if that's considered time magic. Don't know. I do Blizzara for you. Yeah, there we go. Good for you. And we'll get confused just for the sheer hell of it, just to fill out the list. Take a quick pop over to Melmon, see if I'm missing any spells over here. I don't think I am. Okay, so for white magic, life is good. Can't use Halara, can't use Diagna, but those 2 are good. I definitely want life and Curaga. Let's look at the fire, the black mage spells real quick. Okay, we already have that. Teleport. I want teleport in place of Faraga. Scourge can be good, but you're going to use it on trash mobs, not bosses. And you don't need it for trash mobs. So it's one of those spells like, hey, this is a really good idea. And it really doesn't matter. It's tragic, but what can you do? Okay. Pop over to Crescent Lake real quick. And now we can, journey without getting into a fight every 30 seconds. That's kind of nice. Okay, what do we have for white magic? We have Stona, Cure Stone, no point in it. We can get Exit. Alright, so this is the greatest spell of all time. And I kind of regret getting Teleport now. But yeah, you're getting Exit. Group Protect, whatever. Group Invisibility, whatever. Might come back and grab one of those if the black magic spells aren't of our liking. Let's see. Stun. I think you can use Stun on Tiamat. Okay, Earthquake. We can't do Earth damage. So yeah, I guess you could come here and get this. Well, this is a level 6 spell, though, so no one's going to be casting these for a while. Unless you level grinded before fighting the Lich, came here, got this, went back and used on the Lich, and he turned out to be resistant to it. Whatever. I don't know why I'd bother. No, he can't win that. He can only learn Thundaga, so these are all Black Mage, or Black Wizard only, I guess. Well, that takes all the wind out of my sails. Here, have a Thunder spell that you're never going to use. Now, me, oh my, oh me, there is, over here, okay, we need to go up there at some point. Magic shop, magic shop. There's another one that has a couple of magic shops that are off the beaten path, and I can't remember what town it is. Blizzaga and Break. You can't learn Break, but you can learn Blizzaga, so go ahead. And I think they have life 2 here. Kiraja. Can't do that. Fully restores one ally's HP and cures some status effects. So we're talking like poison, stun, stuff like that. If you turn to stone, I think you're still screwed. Level 3 harm. Can't learn either of those. And this is kind of the max for Suck. Because unless something's changed, and I don't remember it, Suck can't get level 8 spells. So he can't get Nuke, and he can't get Holy. It used to be called Fade. I don't know why they called it Fade instead of Holy, but... yeah, so... Stop, Warp, Kill. Not eligible for those. Holy, Null All, which basically is all spell damage cut in half. Can't learn that. Negate one enemy's magical defenses. So if they cast Blink or Hate... I think it's just Blink or Protection, which no one uses Protection. That's a monster. So basically just Blink. Or maybe Invisibility or something like that. That's, as far as I'm aware, this spell is completely useless. Not because it doesn't function, but because there's nothing for it to function on. So I think Suck is capped on spells for the rest of the game. Because there isn't another magic shop. There's a magic shop somewhere that's got some other spells, and I can't remember where it's at. But if we want to go to the Sea Shrine, we need to go get some oxygen. It's going to be a little bit convoluted. So, oh, and I suppose we go to the waterfall and get a ribbon. So in Dawn of Souls, you could, on the Game Boy Advance, you could land directly on this spot. But we're just going to land over here. Immediately get into a fight, because why not? So he's got a bunch of stuff. He doesn't have all of the little potions. Okay. So, potions to give yourself like temporary strength boost, defense boost, agility boost, stuff like that. Doesn't have them. That's weird. Now, you used to be able to open this anywhere. I guess you can only do it in the proper town now. I'm curious, if we go back in, is that going to reset his inventory? There we go. Okay, raise attack, raise your max HP, raise your defense, raise your agility. So you could pound a bunch of strength tonics while getting haste and temper on and max out your damage. If you really wanted to, it's not a big deal. So yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, I remember him having more stuff. Okay, now we gotta head back to Gaia to release this little bugger. There we go. I don't know. You used to be able to do this anywhere, and it would just say the ferry was released, and then you'd go here and it'd already be set up. That's kind of not a thing anymore. I don't know why. Unless the point was making sure that people didn't forget where they were supposed to go. That's possible. I don't know. There's the ferry. You're the ones that rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll give you some oxyl from the bottom of the spring to make up for it. Okay, we got the oxyl. It's a key item. You need it for a submarine. That's how we're getting down to the sea shrine, because it's on the bottom of the ocean. Air will flow to that water for as long as you have it, which is really cool. If I had this in a D&D game, I would definitely be getting use out of it. Not just for we're going underwater, but I am going to hit like a poison trap that's going to poison everybody, but I'm going to have this cup of water jammed over my face that allows me to keep breathing. You know, fun stuff like that. Okay, where is my best parking spot? Actually, probably right here. Worms. I thought they were wyverns. Irregardless, super dead. Okay, short little dungeon up this way. And it immediately tried to run away. I cannot state enough how disappointed I am that they fixed everything but broke other things. This is pretty simple. It's just the waterfall. We want to get to this room right down there. So we're just making a big old circle. In which I'm probably going to get lost a couple of times. Because it's me. And that's what I do. See, right there, got lost. Clay golems, they can cast defensive magics. I think they can do like fire too as well. Since I can't trust my memory, I'm just going to trust the map. Ooh, a green dragon. That can do poison gas. It could have, but it didn't. Where's my map, by the way? Oh, no, it's a world map, not an interior map. I'm having a day. Another preemptive strike. Them dragons just ain't getting a chance to do their thing. And everybody leveled up, which is nice. Decent HP gain, but no stats. Good God. Oh well. A little bit better than, say, Final Fantasy 3, where the only way to get stat growth is with a class, or Final Fantasy 6, where you only get stat growth through Magicite. Final Fantasy 2 is really weird because you only got advancement in statistics, health, or magic by doing certain actions. Like if you hit people with weapons, you get strength. If your magic gets damaged, you get MP. Oh, this is gonna suck. And I don't want to fast forward this either because I want to be able to throw out a couple area effect spells. Okay. Oh, I got rid of the high level sweat. Whatever. That's fine. Let's see how they do in damage types. Okay, so not great. They're Pyreless, so they resist it. But even resisting it, Suck still did twice as much damage to them. So that's kind of neat. I have been waiting. Take this cube. Tiamat Floating Fortress, please. He's a golem. And the Warp Cube. Which isn't useful for us right now, but it will be later. And he breaks, which kind of sucks. Wizard Staff, I believe that does Confusion. The Ribbon, which protects you from status effects. All of them. Forever. We're going to take the loss in defense on this. Yeah, so 50% less damage from all elemental spell types. And nigh immunity to all status effects. I say nigh immunity. It can still happen, but it is highly unlikely. And the Defender. Okay, so cast Blink. If you're doing a solo run, you need this weapon. Because now you can cast Blink on demand, which means that you're not going to get hit nearly as much. Actually, you know what? I don't need to run out of here. Bought this for a reason. There you go. And immediately get jumped by the river creatures. That's fun. It happens. But we've got a lot of antidotes, and once we get enough ribbons, there are, if memory serves, 3 ribbons in the game. But eventually Archer's going to get some armor that pretty much does the same thing. There's magic shops here. Let's look at the map. Okay, what level spells do you carry? I don't remember. Saber and Blind. Can't use either of them. Okay, whatever. Null Death enhances the party's defense against instant death. Which would be very, very useful if I hadn't bought 4 Protect Rings and don't have to worry about instant death anymore. And Hilaga, which you can't cast anyway, so, alright, well. This is the thing about Suck. He gets access to some decent support spells. But some of the spells in the game just aren't worth it. They're not bad if you haven't been to other areas and you don't know where to explore, but a lot of it's skippable if you know what you're doing. And again, spending $4 grand on a anti-poison spell when you can just buy antidotes. I mean, for 4,000, you can basically buy 99 antidotes and never run out for the entire game. As opposed to a limited amount of spell slots per day that you can't get otherwise. I can't save in town. Alright, so we are going to save the game and we are going to stop now because I have hamburgers waiting for me and I'm very hungry. And we'll pick this up when I get back. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we're going to hit the Sea Shrine. We're going to hit the Mirage Tower and a few other things. And then it'll be Endgame. So maybe 2 more episodes. And I'll go splunking in the Earth Cave and the Ice Cave off screen because I don't think you guys really care about watching. Alright. It's been fun. Catch you later. Bye.